Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Under the Influence Podcast.
Yes, sir. It's episode 112.
112. Q.
No, not room 112. After hearing about Diddy, I don't think I want to go to room 112. I don't think I'm cool. We ain't playing basketball in room 112. For real.
As always, I've been Cass.
I'm that guy PM.
And apparently, we not playing basketball in room 112.
Nope.
Apparently. How you tonight, brother? Did I miss something?
RIPs.
No. I said we back with another episode for y'all viewing, listening pleasure, blah, 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 blah. You know the spiel. Whatever, nigga.
We did that.
Yeah. How you doing tonight, brother?
Shit, I'm all right. I got a little rant tonight after we get through these RIPs. But
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, so do I.
okay.
Goddamn, this back to school shit. So,
Yeah.
let's knock out the RIPs for quick. You got a couple?
I just got one. Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman? Yep.
Yeah, he died at age 70.
Yeah, after a said like a 6 or 7 year private bout with cancer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he said he had been fighting cancer, quietly, with keeping it out the public eye for private bout of cancer.
Damn.
Yeah, he even left like an apology note to his fans for not including him and not letting them know he was sick.
What was going on with him?
Yeah. And I got another. Well, rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
That's my, you know what I'm saying. What did Pee Wee do back in the day? What was he doing? Jacking off in the movie theater?
On 10th Street. What, that was here?
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Over there in Brookside area.
Why niggas always do weirdo sex shit here?
I don't know. But yeah, he got locked up here.
Well, at least Pee Wee never had no touching on no kids allegations.
Nah, he ain't no touching on no kids. Matter of fact, the nigga didn't even have kids on his show.
No.
Everything was animatronic.
Yep.
If he did, it was a fucking cartoon. Penny.
Yep.
That was the only kid I seen on the show. Everybody else was adults.
And his past the Pee Wee Herman shit, man. He was my guy in Blow.
What's his name? Derek?
Derek, the gay nigga that plugged George in.
Yeah, what do you want me to do with all this? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Pee Wee did his thing in that. Second RIP goes to Angus Cloud.
Oh, the dude from Euphoria?
Euphoria.
Okay. I never watched it. I just kept seeing it.
He was a fire ass little actor, young man. He was 25, so you gotta think Euphoria that season had to be filmed. And there's been a couple of seasons, but there's a couple of seasons of Euphoria.
A couple seasons.
So
Yeah.
he's probably like 21 when he got on there. He's a fire little actor, man. I don't know if the show's gonna be able to continue because they're
He was one of the main characters in the show.
and the way that the last season ended was like based a lot around him.
Oh,
I mean, like
Ouch.
a lot around him.
it's gonna be one of those showstoppers, probably.
Like the cliffhanger at the end of the show was some shit about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they did it before.
I don't know. They're saying that he may have self-transitioned.
Okay.
He lost his father about a week ago. His mother said he's been taking that real hard, and he already had bouts of depression and
Right.
mental health and things of that nature. And in a statement to the outlet, his family said it is with the heaviest hearts that we had to say goodbye to an incredible human today. As an artist, a friend, a brother, and a son, Angus was special to all of us in so many ways. Last week, he buried his father and immensely struggled with the loss. The only comfort we have knowing Angus is now reunited with his dad, who was his best friend. Angus was open about his battle with mental health, and we hope that this passing can be a reminder to others that they are not alone and should not fight this one on their own in silence. Angus's mother told 911 operators she believed her son suffered a possible overdose. He has also been battling suicidal thoughts after his dad's funeral. The actor was at his family home in Oakland, California, as he tried to combat with the feelings of grief. His family is asking for privacy, and they are still processing this devastating loss. Please keep his family and friends in your prayers.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Angus Cloud. Man, he's a
R.I.P.
real good actor. I mean, like his performance. I don't know much about him outside of Euphoria.
Okay.
Like if he had any other roles, or even pretty sure he has. You know how that
He probably
goes.
does. Now it's going to start popping up.
But this was like the breakout, and how great he was on that motherfucker, man. He was guaranteed to
Do some more shit.
yeah.
Hey,
But you know, life gets in the way.
he's going to have one of them, one of those Heath moments from,
Heath Ledger?
from Walking Dead.
Oh,
You remember Heath? Did you watch Walking Dead?
I love Walking Dead. Which one was he?
Heath was the dude that, he was played by the dude that played Dr. Dre in NWA movie.
Yes, with the terrible ass wig braids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember he just disappeared, never came
Yep.
back, nobody said nothing about him?
yeah.
That's what's going to happen to him in Euphoria.
Yeah, because it was him with the terrible wig braids, the black deaf girl, I believe she was, with the terrible little wig braids.
But she was after him.
Okay.
Way after him.
And then Michonne with the terrible dread wig.
And don't forget the king.
And those were the worst dread wigs.
Don't forget King Ezekiel.
I said, man, I was watching shit like, how do y'all let them put this shit on y'all head? Y'all should be like, hey, man, this don't look right. Let me get some people in here.
They don't care.
But that nigga had the motherfucking, the one you talking about, he had them braids that, Shamar Moore had in that motherfucking, that Tyler Perry movie. You can't see no parts, nigga, ain't no hairline, that shit just glued to the top of the nigga head. Why don't you just get it, let that nigga wear a bald head, man?
Yeah, dread braids.
Yeah. And that's the part that killed me about that shit. Like, y'all don't know how, like, African American hairstyles work. Like, they supposed to be out in the wilderness fighting zombies for months on end. Why this nigga braids ain't budged? They literally ain't changed in
At all.
96 days.
He ain't wore a fro out, nothing.
Yeah, I done had this shit up for 3 weeks. They look horrible, nigga. Like,
All they shits look the same.
Michonne dreads been the same length for 12 seasons.
She cuts them. She uses that sword.
Shut up, Paul.
I can give her a reason. That nigga just disappeared and never came back.
Yeah.
They never said nothing about him.
Nope.
They didn't care about him.
Nope. He was a very forgettable character.
And he
though.
went with one of the main, well, she ended up getting killed, but one of the main chicks. I can't remember her name right now. Fuck. Not the nursery chick. She came later on in the series, or however. Glenn found her. I can't remember her name.
Not Glenn's, not the one he ended
Nah,
up marrying.
she was the one that was with Heath, and when they split apart, she ended up in the water, and she
Okay.
ended up on
Yep.
that place with all the women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been watching, there's a new one now
Yeah,
with, Negan.
yeah.
Negan and, Carl's wife.
No,
Not
Glenn's
Carl,
wife.
Glenn's wife.
Maggie.
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 Yeah.
How about to say Megan?
They in New York.
Okay, so he probably tried to go home to see if some of his peoples and shit was there.
He was home. I like how they did it because it basically starts a few years down the road from when the show ended.
Okay,
And
so he didn't already travel back.
he's traveled, he's set up, he's doing his thing. Maggie, somebody kidnapped her daughter or son or the kid.
One of the kids, because she got two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot which one it is, but they kidnapped her. But the person that kidnapped her was a motherfucker that was doing the same shit Negan was doing with the trying to
Take
extort-
over, make his own utopia.
well,
and shit.
extorting
Motherfuckers,
people's
yeah.
communities.
Yeah.
And she was like, when he would come up, he would do the whistle, Negan's whistle. So she went and hunted down Negan so he could help her find
That
dude.
motherfucker.
Yeah, so that's the whole premise behind it.
If I can catch it, I'm gonna watch that.
It's good.
That sounds good.
It's about. I think I just watched episode 6.
Shit, Negan was that dude.
Yeah, because then the next one they're supposed to, because they're doing I think 3 so far. It's Negan and Maggie.
And of course, Michonne and Rick.
Michonne found Rick, so theirs is coming, and then my man, he's getting one.
Oh, Daryl.
Daryl.
Okay, he needed one.
Yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, Daryl's getting one.
Hell yeah.
I like Daryl.
Oh yeah, Daryl's one of the favorites.
Daryl's that nigga. All right, what rant you need to go on?
Man, so I had to kick an old lady out of my car.
You had to do what, bro?
Yeah, I had to kick an old lady out of my car, bro.
Oh, Lord.
You got to really do something to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
I'm waiting near.
what's crazy is it was the first ride of the day. I started out at the airport Sunday evening, and you know how you get that feeling, like something like price look good, but you just shouldn't take this.
Yes, yeah.
But I was like,
Gut feeling.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know
Let's
what?
say trust your gut.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Get back up there. So I'm taxiing down to the arrivals to pick motherfucker up. Looking at the ratings and shit, I noticed that it's for a guest. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
Hate when it's a guest because they don't know what I look like.
Yeah.
They don't know the car I
Oh,
look
so
like.
somebody bought the Uber.
For the person.
Okay.
All right. Get down there. I'm waiting. I'm like, well, shit. I'm about to cancel this motherfucker. We got 1 more minute left.
Yeah.
The dude calls, connects me with the lady. The lady had been standing across the garage because we gonna be on one side.
Yeah.
She was standing across there for a minute, looking at me.
Okay.
I don't know who this is. So
Yeah.
I don't know who to look for. I'm thinking you waiting for a shuttle. All right. So she's like demanding me to, well, you know, when he connected us on the phone, demanded me to stand outside of my car and show myself. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, I don't know what you look like. This, that. All right, fine. You know what I mean? I see that you're an older person. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I come out, you know what I'm saying, open my trunk and shit. I'm about to help her, and she's like, you need to take this back to Unite. And I'm like, why do I need to take this carriage back? First of all, how you doing? You know what I'm saying, are you such and such? You know, and then she never let me introduce myself. She's just like, yeah, you need to take this back. I said, what do I need to take that back for? That's not my job. She said, well, what do you do with it? I was like, you can leave it right here. Somebody will come and get it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a good Christian woman, so I'm going to just take it back to where I got it. And you can meet me at door 3. Excuse me? All right. You had a long day, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going through.
Yeah.
But
Some got your panties in a bundle.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching her. She
Your
takes it.
bloomers in a nooker.
Yeah, she takes it down there. And I see her come back, and I meet her halfway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She gets in the car. And media is like, you mind if you turn your music down? Whoa, you just got in the car. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have it at a moderate level. It's at a, you know,
Yeah, low.
low level. So that's like 2 or 3 flags by now. But I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And she explains, you know, I just came back from Israel, this, that, the other, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's the 12-hour flight and, you know, this, that, the other. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, I'm going to call my husband. Gets on the phone with him. Mind you, she has this motherfucker on speakerphone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's asking her, you know, how was the trip, this, that, the other. Then he starts to ask her, how was the trip home? And she's kind of like, So I'm picking up on this shit, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I mean?
So, man, I just got here.
Yeah.
I'm not the cause of your problems.
Exactly. I'm trying to get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. So we're leaving, and she's talking. I can clearly hear their conversation because my music's down at this point. And she's talking loud, and of course, she's on speakerphone. They get to talking about something, and she's just subjectively saying, yeah, the vehicle's hot. I'm like, what vehicle are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's hot in the vehicle. I'm like, ma'am, do you want me to turn the air up? You know, I don't know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was ask me.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice. Oh, okay. All right, by this time we making it all the way to Washington Street by the airport. So they're talking back and forth. He gets to talking about, well, yeah, you can't call customer service because there's more for the drivers and this, that, the other. I'm like, hold up, y'all talking about me? So I just kind of look back. I don't see nothing. I just see her, on a video call.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why I was on speaker here. She
Yeah.
on FaceTime.
so about 2 minutes later, you kind of get the feeling like, I'm looking in the rear view, obviously to check for traffic.
Yeah.
I see she's like this at this point.
She recording you?
Yeah. So I'm like, man, is there a problem? She's just shaking her head, doing one of those numbers. I'm like, all right. 38th Street comes up. I whips the fuck off the highway. We pull up to the BP on 38th and High School Road. I ask her, what is her problem? You know what I mean? She's like, well, this, that, the other, you didn't want to take the cart back. And I was like, that has nothing to do with it, ma'am. You've been rude with me since I've met you. This, that, the other. She keeps trying to beg her, plead her case, saying she's a good Christian and this, that, the other. I'm like, I don't care nothing about that, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, I could pray for you. I was like, you don't need to pray for me. I don't want your prayers. And I looked back at her and said, yeah, I said that. You know what I'm saying? But what you can do is we're going to end the trip here and you're going to get out. You know what I mean? And her husband's like, well, what's going on? I was like, well, your wife's being rude to me, not talking to me, subjectively talking through you to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you guys are talking about calling customer service like I don't hear this shit. Well, you're just listening to my conversation. Ma'am, you're in my car. This is my vehicle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You demanded that I turn my radio down, and all that other stuff. However, come to find out, I understood now why she was acting that way. Remember I told you it was a guest ride?
Yeah.
This was a whole nother company service that provided rides from the airport to home. The man on the phone, her husband, said that he paid $117 for this ride. I said, shit, how you pay $117? I'm only getting $25. You know what I'm saying?
It was some third party shit?
Yeah. They were supposed to provide them with an elite service, but gave them the standard Uber. Not even the upper tiers, but a standard Uber. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So she's thinking she's supposed to get this first class
Yeah,
treatment.
escalated some shit. And motherfucker supposed to move shit,
Yeah.
some concierge shit.
Exactly. So I'm looking at it like, oh, well, you was being totally rude regardless of the situation. You know what I mean? So you got to get out. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, you just going to leave her in the hood? I said, no, I can take her across the bridge. We on 38 in high school. I'm like, across the bridge is some nice restaurants.
You stay right to that motherfucker.
There's some stores. There's a nice hotel over there. They got central air and all that stuff. I don't particularly want to leave her here, but I'm not continuing the trip home. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, you just want to leave her in the middle of the hood? I was like, dude, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I gave you ultimatums. Liability-wise, I'm really not even supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so she hangs up the phone with him. And she gets to talking to me, that begging, pleading shit. I'm a good Christian. I've been gone for a month. I'm just trying to get home. No, you're not. You're not trying to get home to your husband, bitch. You causing all type of problems. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else would have stayed, shut the fuck up until they got home and then said something. But, you want to sit here and belittle me and try to treat me like I'm beneath you. Give a fuck how much money you got.
Entitlement shit.
Yeah. All right, so she gets to telling me that I don't know where I'm at. I'm like, ma'am, I drive the city all the time. I used to live on this side of town, on the other side of the bridge. It's not, you could be taking me anywhere on the other side of the bridge. I said, well, you know what? I won't be taking you anywhere.
You're going to stay right here.
So I took her luggage, put it on the sidewalk in front of the BP, and got back in the car. She's still in there. I said, ma'am, you need to exit the vehicle. Your stuff's on the thing here. You know what I mean? She's like, well, aren't you going to open the door for me? No. There's a handle right there. You can reach up and grab it yourself. She just looked at me, got out, left the door open, and tried to, do the circle around. I was like, yeah, remember who kicked you out? Because nothing's going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's through a third party. But when it's all said and done, I kind of felt bad. You know what I'm saying?
For that part,
For that part,
the finance part.
you know what I mean?
But she's an asshole, so
Exactly. So you get what you deserve. You know what I mean? But of course, I had to talk to other people about the shit. And the next rider after her, he was a godsend. He was sitting there like, yeah, dude, she's fucking all the way wrong, and this, that, the other. Whether it was a service or not, she should have been a polite person if she was a good Christian. This, that, the other.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that
You know, most of the time, anybody got to keep reiterating they're a good Christian.
they mostly ain't.
Yeah. It's just like when somebody tell you all the time they're a real nigga. You
Oh,
probably
man.
the fakest nigga in the land.
All the time.
When you got to keep saying what you are,
You know
because
that
most
you're
of the
not.
time when you're something, people can just see it.
Exactly.
If you're a nice guy, people just know you're a nice guy. If you got to
Exactly.
tell people you're a nice guy all the time, you're probably not you're probably not a nice guy.
Exactly. But fuck her, and then fuck them motherfuckers,
The third party
the
people.
third party people
Yeah,
for
'cause that's
doing that
foul.
shit to her.
That's foul.
And then they upcharged on their end.
Yeah, that's
You know what
foul.
I'm saying? So
Like you said, they didn't pay $100 some odd dollars for
a standard Uber.
$25 Uber ride.
Yeah, well, that's what I would have made off of it. So it's
So,
probably
but
got
yeah,
them
like
for like 35,
35,
40.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They,
But
they,
still,
they triple charged them.
hell yeah, they triple charged them and put it on me.
And like you said, didn't even give them, because that's the one in like the luxury cars, Uber Black.
Yeah,
Didn't even send Uber Black.
Uber Black or Comfort for
Yeah.
that matter. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like, dude.
Like she lucky they ain't put her in Uber Pool.
All right, well, they don't do that at the airport.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, they I think they got rid of that.
Did they?
Yeah, which was a fucking bad idea in the first damn place.
To have it in the first place.
You got two complete stranger parties coming together
in a stranger's car.
in a stranger's car.
It's all types of
Yeah,
stranger danger action.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it ain't happening like that in a lot of people, but it's been happening in other cities here.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that shit just fucking pissed me off, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been harboring that I was like, man, I'm talking about this one.
I understand.
You know, and she was a black lady.
And I just knew you was talking about a white woman.
That's what I asked the next dude. I said, well, you know what's funny about this whole thing? He's like, what? I said, she was a black woman. He said, really? I thought you were talking about a white lady. I said, nope. She's
thought
married
you-
to a white guy, but she was a black lady.
I thought you was talking about a white woman.
Nope.
But you know, money will give you a sense of entitlement,
That's what I
regardless,
was-
regardless of what race you are.
It's
Money
like
give-
you
money
got
give
you got to treat people the way you want to be treated, man.
Mhm.
And like I said, I'm good for matching your energy, and I can feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my rant, man. I had to get that one off my
Shit.
chest, bro.
Oh shit, I ain't even gonna rant about my rant, man. My rant's pretty simple, man. Kids are expensive. I got a lot of them. Back to school is in the morning, and ran through some bankrolls. Goddamn it, getting these
Hey.
little motherfuckers together.
Hey,
Got all these daughters, man. These motherfucking hairdos ain't cheap, boy.
like shit, I know. They wasn't cheap back in the day when I used to
Yeah.
sit there and be like sweeping up hair. Like, you paid that much for that?
Yeah, one
Shit.
of my daughters, her little shit 200, the other one 200, the other one, her dread retwist 100 and some change, and it raised me $600-700 on hairdos.
Now, how often is dread retwist though?
Now that her shit's longer, it's probably like every month or so. It
Okay.
used to be every 2 weeks
Oh,
when she was getting
Locking up.
going.
Yeah.
But now she's fully locked in, so
that's what's up.
sometimes it's a month and a half, like depending on how. Because we used to be like on a schedule, but now I just kind of go by the look or how my daughter's feeling.
Well, I thought it was like how, when they get those, what they call goddess braids or whatever, and it can like, was it 6 months to
Yeah.
a year?
No, it's because when you get she get the little afro underneath the dreads, you got to
Right.
bring that back on down. But like,
Okay.
she didn't get it done at all this summer because she was playing volleyball and shit. So she was a sweaty fucking mess every day. So she was like, "Fuck off, fuck it." So then got it redone over the thing over. But the fight, nigga, did you see the fight?
I saw the fight. You wouldn't believe where I saw the fight, but
Where'd you
I
see
saw
the
the
fight?
fight. TikTok.
Did somebody live streamed it?
Yes. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get to see too much of the undercards.
That's fine.
That's totally fine.
They were trash, and normally
Well, I ain't gonna
undercards
say yeah because I don't know.
they were. Normally the undercards be having some good shit going.
Yeah.
They was trash.
Okay.
But the main event was so good, I don't give a fuck about them undercards.
Man.
Man, he whooped that boy ass, man.
But that was a mutual respect fight because he could have done him in a long time ago. There were so many parts where I was looking like, why ain't he punching that nigga right now?
Because he know how bad he was whooping him.
Yeah. That's why I said it was a mutual respect. He didn't just beat that man. No. He whooped his ass. What's the dude's name off of Martin? The Tommy Hearns? Was that his name?
Yeah, Tommy Hitman Hearns.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even like...
Because he knocked him out. He knocked him down in the first round, right?
In the second.
Second, okay.
He knocked him down 3-4 more times.
Well, I'm talking about like the first initial one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was 2 jabs and then a hook. And that nigga went down.
Crazy part is Buddy ain't never been on the ground, on the mat.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But they was saying that he was in some type of, they kept bringing it up. He was in some type of accident.
He got thrown out of a Ferrari in 2019.
Oh, well, shit, it's 2023.
But this is the thing.
Has he been fighting since then?
Yeah. And he's beat niggas since then.
But who's he been fighting?
Oh, he's a
because he was like, what, 22-0?
Yeah, he's a champion. So he was fighting contenders because he was defending his belt.
Right.
Because Bud just took the belt from him.
But they were both undefeated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But now Bud is the first ever unanimous champion in that weight class. He holds all the belts.
Okay. So what was that? They was just showing him giving belts back.
He just gave him, because you know when you win, you get your own version of the belt.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he just gave him back
his version of his belt.
version of his belt, so he could put him off in his. Because you know, like everybody that's been a heavyweight has, if they didn't sell it or some shit, they have a belt.
Yeah.
For their trophy room. Or,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't know it was individualized like that. Yeah.
Because like Floyd Mayweather got all of his belts. You go in this little thing, he got every belt he ever won. Right. And so he gave him back his Earl Spence belts, and they'll make Bud Crawford belts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you get belts, and they used to give you like a ring too. So you could like wear the ring if you didn't want to wear a fucking belt.
Yeah, he whooped his ass though.
I mean, whiz eyes up. Nigga, I won good too.
What'd you bet?
Oh.
Sports bet or?
Oh, yeah. On DraftKings.
Ooh.
I doubled up too.
What was their, did they have a parlay or anything like that?
They had a lot.
Okay.
I bet that Crawford would win, just
flat out win.
Flat out win.
Okay.
And then I bet 50 that he would just flat out win.
Okay.
And then I bet another 50 that he would stop him between the 7th and 12th round.
Ooh. What was the odds on that?
Yeah, nigga, I turned that $100 bet into a little right around $700.
Shit, that's nice. That's nice.
When he put him down, I said, I'll be goddamn. Because I was watching the fight, and I'm like, well, unless some crazy shit happens, I'm winning that.
Right.
I'm winning to just flat out.
Flat out. Because it looked like it was going to be over by the 5th.
Yeah, he like carried him, bro. Like
he did.
He just...
He made it into some entertainment.
Yeah, because he could have put that boy down alone. Man, he just was hitting that boy too hard, man.
You seen it when he took them jabs and that hook he fell. He was like...
And they said... Crawford has said that he was working on making his jab a power jab.
Okay.
Because one of Earl Spence's strongest things is his jab. So he wanted to be able to out jab him. Nigga, and that was a power jab. Nigga, he was moving.
He mirror imaged him the whole fight.
He was.
Did you notice that? He southpawed and went back, and then southpawed and went back. I'm like, damn, nigga, who's he fighting?
Well, he is technically a traditional fighter, but right-handed fighter. But when he was younger, he had broke his hand, and he didn't want to stop training, so he taught himself to be a southpaw.
That's dope.
So now he's ambidextrous.
That's dope as fuck.
That nigga's a maniac, bro. Somebody shot that nigga in his head. He
Yeah.
drove himself to the hospital. Like, Bud
Yeah,
Crawford is a
that's what-
monster, bro.
They were talking about that shit.
Yeah, and see, and I just think for some odd reason, well, I know why, because the nigga's name is Bud Crawford. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. Niggas wasn't versed in who he was. I've been a Bud Crawford
Hold
fan.
on, he's from Nebraska.
He's from Omaha, Nebraska. That's where he's from. That's where he lives.
So you got to solve this riddle for me. Was that really Eminem?
Yes.
That was really Eminem.
That was really Eminem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't look like it.
It's Eminem. With
It
the
just
little,
he always kept his
yeah,
head
with the
down.
little stupid beard that was on his page. Like,
Okay.
you didn't see how that was one of the dopest things ever. You didn't see how that played out?
No.
He was doing a like day before interview,
Yeah.
and dude was asking him what he would like to come out to, and he's like, "Man, I don't know, man. I want to come out to like some legendary shit, man. Like I don't know, man." He's like, "Man, like Eminem, man, that'd be hard. Like I don't think Eminem's ever brought anybody out."
Oh.
And they put it on Instagram, and Eminem commented underneath the motherfucker like, "I'm a real big fan, man. That would be dope."
Okay.
And he was like, "Well, man, let's make it happen." And then
Well, that's what's up. I thought it was a fake Eminem.
that was him. Because if you go on his page, like they in the back, like with his head up, clearly
Okay.
you can see it. And he got that stupid ass beard. Eminem looks really weird with a beard, but he has it.
Yeah.
And
It was just too much looking down. You
Yeah.
couldn't really see his face. I'm like, damn, is that it sounded like that nigga,
that's
but I don't
Eminem.
know.
I knew when he
Could
came
be
out.
AI.
I knew when he came out to that song, it was over. That song was created for this moment.
We said that shit too. And when I was like, yeah, he's about to win.
Bro, he came out by himself.
I don't even know the nigga, but I knew he was about to win.
Him and the white boy.
Just by himself. Dude came out with who? He came out with everybody. Didn't he? Playing some song ain't nobody ever heard before.
Well, that's my shit, actually. That's,
What was it?
It's he's from Texas.
Okay.
That was the one
What
of the
Zero was?
It was Big 30. That's
Okay,
one
I
of
ain't
the
never heard
new
of him.
up and coming. Bitch, I'm from Texas. We something diamonds in our necklace. That's my shit. Big
Okay.
30. He's I think he's like part of Pooh Shiesty's clique before he got jammed up.
Alright.
So he got like some affiliates with Gucci Man.
Okay.
But like that, we from Texas. He a young nigga from Texas, so he know who the young niggas is. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So he came out with Big 30. And Big 30 solid. I had to listen to a few of his CDs, a few of his
Okay.
albums. He raps good. But
I mean, I ain't know.
yeah, but when that motherfucker came out, when he came out with that white boy,
It was just him and him.
what Charleston White say with his dumb ass?
What'd he
that
say?
That nigga said, I knew when that boy came out. He said, when that boy came out and it was one white man and one black man, that song and faith in God that he was going to win this fight. He said, you can't put that song, one white man and one black man together, that the world is going to come to an end.
And he from Texas.
Yeah. He did Buddy bad,
Nah,
man.
he did
He
it.
was just a lot stronger than that nigga, man.
You can see it.
I mean, I'm talking about when like Spence would fight back, man, it was like he had pillows in his gloves.
But not even that though. I think Spence, he used too much energy when he came out. He was just bursting. The dude wasn't Crawford wasn't even like
Bro, Spence
bothered by
did-
them punches or nothing.
Spence did what everyone else did, man. They underestimated Bud Crawford, bro. And I am a Bud Crawford fan. I've watched Bud Crawford beat. I think when I caught wind of Bud Crawford, he might have been like 20 something and 0. So I've watched his last 13, 14 fights.
Right.
He kicks ass, bro. and he kicks ass. The crazy part is the nigga's really like a bad motherfucker with the combos.
Yeah.
And he didn't do that to Spence.
Nah, nigga, he was countering the whole
That's what
time.
I'm saying.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Every time dude throws some pop, I was like, fuck.
Yeah. And even when they like connected at the same time, Spence caught the worst end
Yeah,
of
he
that
did.
shit.
Yeah, he did. Knocked him off his square too.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, man.
Then old girl, how you feel about this, man? You see old girl challenge. You know who Keith Thurman is?
No.
Keith Thurman. Keith one time Thurman is his name. He's a bad motherfucker. At one point in time, he was the undisputed champion. He had all four belts.
All right.
But he might. I think he lost. He it was kind of bad what happened to Thurman, but I know he's coming back. He had all four belts, but when in the process of winning the unifying, because you know when you're undisputed champion, you own all the belts.
Right.
You whooped everybody and
Yeah.
all the
Nobody can whoop your ass.
WDC, WBBA, whatever the fuck you
Right.
you done whooped everybody. And in the process of that ass whooping, he broke his hand real bad, and so he wasn't able to fight. And so the boxing commission gave him an ultimatum like, you either need to fight or you need to relinquish one of the belts because you're holding the entire division up. We can't have any championship fights because you can't defend your title.
Hurt, yeah.
So he ended up relinquishing one of the titles, and then when they pressed him again, he came out and fought before he should have fought. And I don't remember who it was, but they whooped his ass. But Keith Thurman's a bad motherfucker, man, outside of that. So I personally believe he'll come back and be able to do everything he wants to. But the, you know, Clarissa Shields is?
No.
She's a female boxer. She's the first undisputed female boxer.
What weight
Black woman.
class?
I don't know. 154,
Okay.
whatever it is. She's the first undisputed female boxer, and she's a fucking monster. She's sexy and cute.
Wait a minute. She didn't want to be talking shit.
Yeah.
I know who you talking about.
Cash.
I couldn't put a name. What's her name again?
Clarissa Shields.
Okay. I'm
She
gonna
was
have to
talking,
remember that
she
name.
was
Yeah.
talking cash shit.
I know who you talking about now.
Yeah. She done called out them Keith Thurman. Says she wants to be the first woman to box a man and she wants to fight Keith Thurman.
Well, shit. That's
And,
what's up.
and he,
At least she brought it out first. He didn't say nothing about it.
and he was like, this isn't the first time she said his name. He was like, I don't know what she has like against me, why she keeps saying my name. He's like, I really don't have no desire to
Box a female.
box a female. He was like, I will for if we can get like some charities involved.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what I'm saying, like I'll wear bigger gloves.
Yeah, padded gloves.
And she can wear like the smaller gloves. She can wear headgear. He's like, and you know, we'll like he was saying like he was like, you know, exhibition style. He's like how like, you know, Mike and Roy did and some of the shit Floyd be doing like that. Like
Yeah, Rocky and Hulk Hogan.
yeah, he was like, cause you know, I don't have no desire to fight a woman,
Right.
And you know, that's just because Keith Thurman seems like a really good guy. Me personally, I'd knock her fucking brains out. I'd show her why we can't be equal. I wouldn't need pay-per-view or none of that. Bro, I'd have told her, give me 90 days. Meet me in the local YMCA. Ray can pull out the iPhone and record that shit and put it on YouTube. I'ma knock your fucking brains out.
I was gonna say she should fight Fallon Fox.
Nope. She should fight Keith One Time Thurman, and he should. You know why they call him One Time? Because the nigga hits like a 77 Chevy with no goddamn brake lines. The nigga,
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah.
But hey, at least she's calling it out.
I mean,
She's calling it out. I
respect
mean,
her.
I couldn't see it if a man was saying
No,
that. Like, yeah, I want to fight Clarissa Shields.
bro. I don't.
Nah, she's saying it, so shit. I understand.
I don't believe.
She
I
thinks
don't-
she thinks she can.
She says she thinks she can outbox him. And this is the thing about Keith One Time Thurman. Keith One Time Thurman, he isn't like Deontay Wilder or no shit like that. he's not just he doesn't just solely rely on the knockout.
Oh.
He can box,
Right.
and he can knock you the fuck out.
It's gonna be good.
I'd knock her motherfucking brains off out her head. Them bitches would ooze out her ear by the time I got done with her. I'd scramble her motherfucking eggs so goddamn bad. She'd be done. And I'd take her belts and throw them in the ocean. Come over here fucking challenging me.
You silly.
I'm so sick. Just like I think any WNBA players that think that they should this, that, and the third. Man, go play against them niggas real quick.
I think they should integrate.
I don't.
Like they should have. I think they should. That'd be kind of cool. Same with football.
I don't.
Same with. I mean, shit. Why not? Give them a chance. I mean, they probably last about 2 seasons, and they'd be like, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
The only way that could work is if you started integrating in junior high and high school.
Yeah.
And letting one big sport and weeding out the motherfuckers who ain't good enough by the time they get to the pros. Nigga, by the time they got to the pros, it would be maybe 2 women on each team.
Possibly more.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they don't got the height, but.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not even just the skill, the fucking height.
I was talking to a guy last night about that. He was the hell was he? He was like whatever he was here. He was here for the fucking, what we have in 24? All-Star.
All-Star.
He was here for that.
Okay.
And he was talking about it. He said, yeah, well, you know, back in the day, you could be about, 5'9" to 6'1" and be a point guard. He's like, now you got to be like 6'5" or better.
Yeah.
He's like, and it gets just taller after that because they were talking about some dude that was like 7'10".
Yeah, but if you look on the basketball court right now in the NBA, the smallest looking nigga, like if you watch Golden State play, Steph Curry looks like a little bitty nigga out
he
there.
He does.
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, that's very fucking tall.
Yeah.
Already.
It's just everybody else is
towering over him, so he looks small. He look like Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, but if you meet that nigga in real life, you're like, oh shit, this is a big nigga.
He wouldn't even recognize that he was supposed to be that tall.
Yeah, you look at him on TV, little than a motherfucker.
But I tell you, motherfuckers on TV that look big, but they really small. Wrestlers.
Yeah. Them niggas be little than a bitch.
You be like, damn, that's you?
Yeah, them niggas be little than
I
a
thought you
motherfucker.
was taller than a motherfucker. Nope. So the motherfuckers that be tall, they be damn near just me and your size.
Yeah.
Looking like giants and shit.
Yep. No bullshit. But yeah, if I was Keith Thurman, man, I'd knock her motherfucking brains out. I'd knock her the fuck out. Like for the culture. Like I'd do it. I'd do it for the hood.
That nigga said for the hood.
Yeah, I'd do it for the hood one time. I'd crip walk on her and everything after I got done. And I don't even be cripping. Nigga, I'd have to learn how to crip walk. Just to goddamn knock her motherfucking brains out and dance over.
You stupid. You might as well just juke me.
Yeah, there we go.
Gangster walk on it.
Yeah, I can gangster walk on it. I'm gonna play that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know the name of that motherfucker. Because they call it something else.
I do.
I need to play that. I ain't heard that in a minute.
That's my shit. All right. That's my shit.
Man, you hear what they did with Henry Lax family?
I was right there. I was gonna get there. I got it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, they settled. They finally paid up for some of that shit.
Shit, what was it? 35 million?
They said an undisclosed amount in the one that I saw.
I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. It says previously been reported that Thermo Fisher Scientific said they generated. Oh, never mind. Billion in revenue. Okay, never mind. It doesn't say that was for them. I glance over the shit.
It said the terms of the settlement are confidential, but both parties are pleased.
Okay.
They were able to resolve the matter outside of court. Of course, Ben Crump got it done.
Okay.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Yeah. You want to go back on the history of who she is for any of our listeners that don't know?
I
Hear
hear
me
with
take
the
care of
history.
it.
Henrietta Lacks was a black woman whose cancer cells were used without permission to perform the basis of decades of scientific research. So basically, I don't think they just say nothing about her. They just go over what
I
happened.
got some on her.
Go ahead, because they need to know like what she was. She was actually a fucking mutant.
Yeah, they called them immortal cells.
Yeah.
Immortal cells. 7 years later, but the day has come with justice. Congratulations to the family. Okay. The family of Henrietta Lacks reached a settlement Monday in a lawsuit against biotech company over the use of the Baltimore woman's immortal cells, known as HeLa cells. HeLa cells.
HeLa cells. There you go.
Lax went to Johns Hopkins in 1951 for cervical cancer treatment. When her cancer cells were biopsied, doctors realized that instead of dying, her cells doubled every 20 to 24 hours.
Hmm.
They were nicknamed the HeLa cells and played a critical role in medical advancements. Despite having no permission from Lax or her family, the cells were taken and are still being used for research in many things, including vaccines and cosmetics, to this very day.
It's crazy.
The HeLa were also used to develop the HeLa cells were also used in the development of the polio vaccine, along with treatments for cancer, HIV and AIDS, leukemia, Parkinson's disease. She died of cancer in 1951.
1951, they still using her.
The lawsuit filed in 2021 demanded compensation for Thermo Fisher's scientific use of the cells, which were taken without Henrietta Lack's permission decades ago and are still being used for medical research today. They finally came to an agreement with the family. They said, and they came to the agreement on the day which would have been her 103rd birthday. She was still alive. Yeah. So yeah. Because remember, we reported on that when the initial lawsuit went in. Because that's what I had it down here as an update. Because I remember us talking about it when the initial lawsuit happened.
Like I said, that company, Thermo Fisher Scientific,
Yeah.
$35 billion annual off of her shit.
Yeah.
Off of her fucking sales.
Something.
Off of her sales. So you better not offer me no million. Whatever comes better be a fucking lottery number.
And that's actually dope. That I'm looking at who was awarded the money. It's her only living son and some of her grandchildren. So her actual direct descendant is gonna reap the benefits of what they did with her shit.
That's what's up.
'Cause, sometimes that'd be 2-3 generations down the road. But it was her son and some of her only living sons, so she must have had a couple more, and some of her grandchildren.
So my thing is, do they have it too? If they her kids?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they probably tried to figure it out. But shit, if they got her shit and they've been using it all these years, they must have got enough.
Yeah. It's like that shit that they got in Avatar 2.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, you haven't? I ain't gonna spoil it for you then.
Thank you.
I thought you seen it.
I have not.
You gotta see the green monkeys,
I
man.
know. I need
There's
to see
blue
it.
ones and there's green ones now.
I need to see
They're
it.
green.
Oh shit.
They're
I
green.
need to see it. I need to see it. But yeah, it's trash that they took that from her and didn't compensate her at all over these years, and she didn't reap
Any benefits from that
any
shit?
benefits of it.
Unknowingly, didn't even know they took her shit.
That's what I'm saying. So but it's dope that they was able to make them motherfuckers pay up for some of that shit.
Yeah. Just like, this ain't nothing to do with medical. You ever seen the old school movie called The Gods Must Be Crazy? It's
No.
based over in Africa or whatever.
No.
Well, it's, Europeans or whatever, and they go over to Africa, and they had this little bushman in the movie. Well, the bushman was actually a real bushman that lived in Africa. They only paid that man $10,000 and made millions off of them movies. Millions off of them movies. Only gave him $10,000.
It's crazy.
Fucking crazy, dog. So they need to give his family and the state some money too.
Well, they
Exploiting motherfuckers.
They ain't gonna do it.
Nah, I know they
good
ain't.
because he agreed to it.
I
That's
know.
just like everybody running around putting their pictures in them AI generators
Man,
on Instagram and Facebook and all that shit,
I'm cool.
bro, if you read the fine print on the terms and conditions on that motherfucker, it basically says that they can do whatever they want to with your image.
Yeah.
This is what it's a lot of legal wording, but it basically says that they can do whatever they want to with your image forever,
Mm-hmm.
and with any current or developed technology
Damn.
with no payment to you.
Going forward.
So if nigga in 10 years you liable to when the robots is real, you liable to goddamn see a robot walking down the street with your fucking face on it if they think that yours was the right face to put on that bitch.
Call it Tyrone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm cool on that shit.
Yeah, me
But that's
too.
that metaverse shit.
Yeah. I'm cool on. I be on the socials and all that. I ain't above that shit, but what I ain't doing is putting my face in the
Like all
fucking
them,
generator.
all them filters. They said that shit on the Zeitgeist too. They said you will openly do the shit. You will willingly do it.
Yeah.
You won't even be forced to do the shit. You just go ahead and do
Yeah,
it.
you just gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
Just to be cool.
Or like they had on South Park, the Human Centipede. It's because motherfuckers wasn't reading the terms and agreements.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you still won't read it. You won't read it.
Just will not read this shit.
You're fucked.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But I guess, man, money getting tight, man. They're having an absorbent amount of evictions in Atlanta.
Yeah, because rent's going up.
That's what,
The rent's too damn high, like that governor said in New York, or whoever
Yeah.
the fuck he was.
and there's so many of them, brother, that it caught my eye. Just the story. Since the start of 2023, so only, what are we, 8 months in?
Shit, not even 8. Are we?
It's August.
Oh, shit, yeah. My bad.
Yeah. It's the start of August, so that's 8 months.
Yeah, that's what now. It's 8 months now. Huh?
We on the 8th month. What the hell? Just do it. That was weird. That's weird. Since the start of 2023, the city of Atlanta has reported 72,600 evictions.
Damn. Where's niggas going to live?
This is already 10,000 evictions more than 2022.
10,000 evictions more?
Yeah, already the
Damn.
entire year of 2022.
Damn.
Since the start of 2023,
Niggas
the
buying
five
Georgia chicken wings and
the
crab
five
legs and shit.
counties at the core of Atlanta metro area have reported 72,600 evictions. In June alone, they were reported 11,159 new evictions, according to the data tracked and published by Atlanta Federal Reserve Bank. Only about 15.5% of evictions from January to June have been processed from filling to okay. Wow,
That's a lot.
bro, my money drying up, ain't it?
Shit, what they need to do.
My money drying up everywhere.
So I'm thinking about it too. So, all these evictions, they need people to come and carry that shit out. They need to hire the motherfucker from the last eviction to come carry some shit out so they can be placed in that home. And that way the domino effect goes and everybody have a home.
We going on break.
But then everybody can be evicted again, so then they all get a job again for that year.
We going on.
No, we not. And see, I'm trying to help out society here. Kaz don't want me to help out society. I'm bringing in a solution to the problem. It's a perpetual motion, but everybody be housed until they're evicted again.
Like it's just a big circle.
Of evictions.
The circle of evictions.
That's the name of this one.
Circle of evictions.
Yeah.
I fucks with it. I fucks with the circle of evictions.
Nah, but yeah, that's I'm fucking around, but that's fucked up.
Yeah.
They would provide jobs 72,000 and
And
plus
600. Almost 73. At the rate they going, it's probably
It's probably about to be 100.
70. It's probably 73,000 right now from
Yeah.
when I saw the story.
Cause I be watching the evictions on YouTube. The dude from Memphis,
Yeah.
he be going there. All right, you got about. I give you 5 minutes to get some stuff out. You can get your jewelry and your wallets and your monies and all that. You can get all that, and then whatever else you can get, it's gonna be outside. Y'all gonna put it on the truck for me? No, we don't do that.
No, we set it on the
We
curb.
just set it on the curb,
Set it right on the curb, baby.
and you can figure it out from there. But if you want something particular, you better come on and get it.
Mm. With that being said, we are going on break.
Yeah, I got to stand up anyway.
Back in this thing.
Yes, sir.
We back in this thing, man. Did you see the video going around of this nigga that robbed this bank in Ohio?
Hell no. Because Lizzo's been taking over the
Oh,
church.
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Never you fear. That's gonna get spoken about. But Ohio robbery suspect arrested after falling into a recycle bin.
What?
I saw the video.
How do you fall into
I'll
a
read this,
recycle
then I'll
bin?
tell you because I saw the video. Tristan Haiti, 27, was charged with breaking and entering and possession of criminal tools and safe cracking.
Damn.
After trying to escape through the roof access door at an Ohio bank.
So he was a burglar. He wasn't a robber.
He went in through the roof access door of the drive-through.
Okay.
He went in that way and then climbed into the bank, cracked the safe, got the money, and was coming out. And I don't know if the silent alarm got tripped or whatever, but the cops was out there with the guns,
We're waiting on him.
like watching, like, is that where he's gonna come from? And all of a sudden, all you see is a big bag of money get thrown out the roof. A bag of tools get thrown out the roof. And he had a recycled trash can sitting underneath it for him to step down on. But when he came out the roof and freeze, motherfucker, he let go. And he fell into the bin. And then the bin fell over. Nigga, they had to reach into the bin and drag him out to cuff him.
Damn.
He almost had their ass.
That sound like, in the Grinch, where he was throwing the shit out the chimney.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like he was doing.
Say cracking access route. Police said they responded just after 2 a.m. to an alarm notifying them that someone had crept into the Federal Credit Union.
Right.
Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. That was a real yawn. I couldn't even play that one off. Federal Credit Union officers arrived just in time to hear unusual sounds coming from above the bank's drive-thru and witnessed the access door loudly swing open. Boom. I saw the video. The door just flung open.
Damn.
Once in custody, Hyman continued to comply with officers that allegedly admitted to the foil plot. He answered the officers' questions truthfully, and he just said he was broke. Even when they got him, they was on that Wild Wild West. Freeze, motherfucker, freeze. Nigga, his hands was up. His hands was behind his back in the trash can, bro. I'm not a violent nigga. I was just stealing from the bank, baby.
Yeah, he didn't even rob the bank.
Yeah,
He's a burglar.
Broke in.
He's a burglar.
And I would have got away with it
Yeah,
if
you
it hadn't
would've,
been for
boy.
those pesky kids.
Now I got one. I call it It Was Me.
Oh,
A suspect arrested for allegedly hitting 6 migrants with an SUV.
damn.
As the police in Lincoln, North Carolina, arrested the man on a felony hit and run charges on Monday after 6 migrants were allegedly hit by a vehicle outside the store on Sunday.
Jesus Christ.
Daniel Gonzalez, 68, was arrested Monday night after turning up with family members at the Lincoln Police Department. Lincolnton.
He turned himself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not a fecal.
Okay.
Family members told the authorities that Gonzalez explained to them he hit the migrants by accident on Sunday. That family members said Gonzalez told them he hit the gas by accident while he was parking and then panicked and left the scene. 68-year-old man. He probably got scared of the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thought he killed some people. They said Gonzalez has been cooperating with detectives. He was arrested and charged with felony hit and run and received a $50,000 secure bond. 6 people were allegedly hit by the car outside of a store. And the suspect, no, they said the suspect at the time, intentional vehicular assault on a group of migrant workers.
Mm-hmm.
But it says 6 people were taken to the hospital same day. Some of the victims had various injuries, including broken and sprained ankles, and some had abrasions. So, like I said, it wasn't that bad, but since he ran from the scene,
Yeah.
you got to do some time for that.
Yeah.
But you hit them people, but at least you admitted to it. The 68-year-old man got confused. Probably seen somebody walking around and them what's them little jeggings?
Check this out.
What?
I damn near hit 3 old ladies today.
How?
At where was I at? I don't want to lie to you. Where the fuck was I at? Speedway. 10th and
The convenience store.
10th and Midhofer.
Speedway. Oh.
No, 10th and Midhofer.
Yeah, it's busy. It's busy over there.
I was pulling out that motherfucker, and it was a lady walking into the store with her child, and her ass was so crazy. I was like thoroughly trying to think through if I had some stepdaddy in me. Like I was really like, I could probably show the nigga how to throw a ball. Like I was really. I mean, I got enough kids. Another one wouldn't matter. Type. Like I was.
You were like, Casper, can I come over?
Yeah, and in the process of that, see what happened was I was trying to pull away from the pump, and she was walking across. So I'm turning and driving, but I'm staring at that motherfucking
That ooh, wow.
that wild zoozer, and I hit the gas. And and I looked up, and it was 3 old white women like right in front of my truck. Like I damn near
Ooh.
like. It'd have been
falling and I can't get
it'd have been
up.
so bad. I'd have felt so bad about it.
Yeah.
I'd have felt so bad as I kept driving.
You'd been like, dude, Mr. Gonzalez, you had to come back.
I'd have kept it going.
You wouldn't even call it in.
I just bought that truck. Them places ain't no good. Them shits
Tonight
ain't got
on
nothing to do
Crime
with me.
Stoppers.
Yeah, the place on that truck ain't got nothing to do with me. I just bought that motherfucker. Them places ain't got nothing to do with me. That motherfucker ain't registered yet.
Police need your help searching
Yeah.
for a man in an SUV.
Them plates on that truck go to a completely different car, and they expired. Nigga, them motherfuckers ain't got nothing to do with me.
As you see the lady with yams walking into the gas station, you see the SUV pulling out and run across 3 old women. Those yams were
Those
magnificent.
hands were magnificent, nigga. I said, "Oh my god." Look at the tail on that wheel. Like,
Bro.
good Jesus Christ.
He's silly.
That motherfucker was serious. Subway, man, they tripping.
Subway?
Subway.
What they tripping on? What they doing now?
I'm trying to figure out if they in financial trouble.
Yeah,
Are they?
probably from Jared.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They got to support him while he's in jail.
I wouldn't. I know they got to pay back a bunch of restitution shit.
Probably so.
I know he does. It's all bad. Hey, completely off subject. I need to be streaming shit. They just dropped a Beanie Baby movie.
Beanie Baby.
It's about the boom with the Beanie
Oh.
Babies, the business of it.
Yeah.
It's on Apple TV.
So McDonald's gonna have a part in that. McDonald's gonna have a big part in that.
Yeah, they showed, yeah. They
Them
showed
motherfuckers was
those.
fighting over them bitches
Yeah, it's all
like
in
they
there.
was Popeye's chicken.
It's all in there. It's really good.
Yeah.
I watched it today.
Okay.
It's really good. It's
Check
really
it
good.
out.
Yeah. You get a chance, check it out. It's really good.
Netflix,
Apple Plus.
Apple Plus.
So I know you can find it on your
I'm
streaming.
trying to find it.
Yeah. But Subway, back to Subway. Subway is now offering free sandwiches for life to someone who is willing to legally change their first name to Subway.
What? For one person?
The contest will choose a random winner who will then be given $750 to go through with the name change to cover the legal fees and sandwiches for life. It's like not even appealing.
They're not even that good.
I like Subway a lot, man. I just had Subway the other day.
That duck feather bread, I'm good.
I just had Subway the other day. I like the what you call it, herb.
Italian herb and cheese.
Yeah, that's my.
See, a lot of them places don't even have that type. They got like certain breads now. They don't even got all the shit.
Yeah, I stopped at Subway up north the other day after I dropped my daughter off when I picked her up from the airport.
They probably had all of them.
I sat down and had me a fire little lunch. I went inside and sat down. I ate inside and
At the
everything.
airport?
Nigga. Nah, it was out. I dropped her off at her grandma's house, which is up
Oh,
by
okay.
Keystone the Crossing.
Okay, well, I thought you meant you take to the airport. I'm gonna say, yeah, they got a Subway up there.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I saw that. That's what made me want it. Because what happened was, that's what made me want it. Because what happened was, I didn't realize that you can't park at the loading zone anymore.
No, you got to go to the lot and wait.
You gotta go to the lotto, you gotta go to the gas station,
Right.
you gotta drive around the fucking circle. So my daughter had hit me right when I was pulling up, like when we just landed. I'm like, okay, I'm out here. So the little security lady comes over. Hey, love, I know I don't want to seem
Any type of way. Yeah.
any type of way, but we got a new rule and we
Yeah.
gotta. And the way she approached me was so like
Professional.
professional. I was like, well, okay, I got you. I said I can go to the gas station or something. She's like, yeah, that's fine. Or you can drive around. Or we're just trying to keep down on all the shit here.
Yeah.
Still that shit cuss, but we're just
But,
trying to keep
yeah.
down on all the. I understand that. All right.
The motherfuckers just to be camping out there.
Yeah, they do just be
They
camping.
be just camping.
I know. And that's why I was like, all right. So I texted my daughter, like, you know what I'm saying, let me know when you get your luggage and you headed to the thing. I'll swing back around.
Right.
But I rode around and I went to that gas station, and there's a Subway right by it.
And then right in it.
Nigga, that Subway was calling my name.
Smells so good.
And then the fucking text came through, like, okay, I'm coming out of gate 3, Dad. I said, oh, fuck.
They quick though.
So
Should have
when
went
I
in there.
dropped, I mean, listen, when I dropped her off, but I knew I was taking her to her grandma's house.
Right.
So I said, nigga, when I drop her off, nigga, I am going to get me some Subway, nigga.
I don't blame
I
you.
had some
I do though. I don't like Subway
triple
like that.
ham sandwich, nigga. I had
That sound good.
Chipotle, fucking something sauce on it, some guacamole, bunch of old nigga. Wow, it was smacking.
Make it sound good.
Lemonade, some jalapeno kettle chips, nigga. That,
Oh,
ooh.
the Miss Vicky's.
Yeah, buddy. Like, yeah, I was in Subway heaven, nigga. Subway motherfucking heaven. You understand me? But nah, I ain't nobody changing. And as much as I enjoyed that sandwich, I would never consider changing my fucking name to Subway. You fucking weirdos.
It'd be different if they said you put a tattoo on yourself of a Subway logo or something.
Yeah, we'll give you some money and
Or a sandwich every time you show the tattoo or something like that.
I go get it. I got some meaningless ass tattoos on me right now.
Well, there's a.
That don't mean a fucking thing.
I can't remember if it's Texas or California. There's a taco restaurant where it's so famous there that motherfuckers get the tattoo, and that's what they do. They show the tattoo, and they get like a couple tacos for free.
See, I do that.
Hell yeah.
I got a random spot on me right now. I get it right here. Speaking of restaurants, yeah, we was talking about Atlanta. Atlanta mother is outraged after the sugar factory.
Oh, we got one of them.
After the sugar factory staff allegedly served alcohol to children at her daughter's birthday dinner.
How old is her daughter?
Kids, nigga. Let's see. An Atlanta mother is seeking answers after employees at Peachtree Sugar Factory accidentally served alcohol to her 11-year-old daughter and friends.
Wow.
Soja Peru spoke to after alleging that her minor daughter, that girl's name is Soja.
Like Sister Soldier?
SOULJAH.
Yeah, like Sister Soldier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soldier Purdue. Her last name is Purdue.
Like the chicken.
Yeah. Spoke to after alleging that her minor daughter and friends were served alcoholic shots during their dinner at the sugar factory on Thursday. Purdue says the family was offered complimentary drinks to celebrate her daughter's birthday, and she was under the impression that the children would be served juice or soda
Right.
because this is a children's birthday party. According to a video produced shot while in the restaurant, the bartender admitted that the shots included coconut rum and gin.
Damn. How many kids was it?
I don't know.
But they get fucked up.
Kids is getting twisted, nigga.
What? This is so
It's like-
good. Can I have some more?
And coconut rum is delicious.
Yeah. It don't taste like
It
nothing.
don't taste like no liquor, nigga. Malibu?
But what else he put in the gin?
Yeah,
Yeah, that might have hit
a little bit.
him.
I'll tell you a drink I used to drink, nigga, that was so fire. And I ain't drinking it so long because it was a drink that I used to make when the bitches would be around. Malibu rum and Mr. Pure papaya juice.
Ah, yeah, you mix papaya juice with anything. You can't taste it. It tastes just like juice.
Bruh,
I used to mix that in my vodka.
listen, bro. And I tell them, like, we want to drink with y'all. I'm like, I got you. Nigga, that little concoction there, whatever. Everybody feeling motherfucking bubbly.
Yeah,
Nigga, everybody was sitting around like, I don't even taste the liquor.
you don't.
I know.
Papaya, it fucking hides that shit well. You'll never taste it.
Malibu coconut rum and papaya, nigga. That shit was just delicious. You put over some ice, nigga. It was just delicious. On some real like hood bartender shit.
Hell yeah. Shit, I ain't gonna talk about this dude. I'll leave the Satan alone.
Oh,
So here's an interesting thing that was brought up on TikTok.
the tick to the talk.
Do you wash or not wash your chicken?
When you say wash, you mean like with soap and shit? Because I've seen people like wash their shit with soap.
I don't do that, but I would never do that actually. That's just worse. That's just worse. No, I tend to rinse meat off.
What I do is, because especially when I'm meal prepping, you know, I'll be buying them packs of chicken breasts.
Right.
And chicken breasts be big as shit, and I'll cut them in half to cook them, be able to cook them through thoroughly.
Right.
And it helps with the packaging when I'm prepping my meal. But like, I fill the sink up with hot water, and I just throw all the chicken breasts in there. And as I pull them out, I rinse them off before I throw them on the cutting board and cut them up.
Okay.
So nothing crazy. I just rinse off some of that stuff.
Right. Well, then what do you do after that though?
I throw it in the marinade.
Well, not that. I'm talking about like your cutting board, your sink, and all that shit.
I wash all that shit thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah, I wash all that shit thoroughly.
Because that's the main thing.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't. When I'm done, and when I'm fucking with the chicken, I keep it contained to this left sink
Right.
and this cutting board.
Right.
And then when I'm done with all that, I hands
Yep.
the board, the counter,
Counter.
the sink, all that's getting done with soap and bleach spray and all that shit. 'Cause
Exactly.
I know salmonella is real than a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like I said, somebody on TikTok was making some roast chicken recipe, but somebody asked, "Did you wash the chicken?" And the TikToker replied, "Nope, didn't wash." And a lot of people say that washed chicken is stupid as washing your bread, but no, it's not the same. I see it totally different. Yeah, it might be cool straight from the distributor or meat processing, packaging, or whatever, whoever the fuck they are.
But I wash it, bro. I rinse off my vegetables and shit. Like I get
Yeah, you're
anything
supposed
I
to.
buy from anywhere like that, I rinse it off.
Well,
my fruit.
They're more talking about chicken because of the salmonella,
Yeah.
E. coli type shit. You know what I'm saying? The other bacteria that's on there that can splash.
Yeah,
and be all
everywhere.
over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're saying like to prevent that. This is from the CDC. To prevent that, it's okay to just go ahead because you're going to cook the chicken anyway. But it's all about presentation to me. If it doesn't look like it's ready to be cooked,
Yeah.
I'm going to rinse it off.
Yeah.
But like you said, I have that particular sink and I got the faucet going, not even at a heavy stream.
Yeah.
Just so when it hits it, it just coats it and I can wipe off whatever's on there.
Because sometimes
Hit
it be
a couple
that little
times.
like wouldn't call it slimy, but
Membrane shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That hemoglobin and shit like that.
And then like sometimes when I'm doing my shit, I trim some of that fat off of
Yeah,
there, and it just makes it kind of easier.
it does make it a lot easier. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean they just it's the back and forth thing because it said like 68% of people
Don't.
don't. No. 68%. Nah, 68% of people do wash their chicken.
Okay.
But they're like I said, they were saying that what's the little things that they give on it? I didn't get it. Hold on. Yeah, it is. It says run the water gently over the chicken to reduce the splashing. It says then immediately clean the sink and area around the sink with hot soapy water and sanitize thoroughly and then wash your hands for 20 seconds. And if you're not doing that fucking naturally,
Yeah, then you tripping anyways.
yeah,
I was
you a
always
nasty
taught.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can see hood meals doing this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that nigga's gross.
Ugh.
That nigga's gross. But yeah, I do that shit right. The Clorox bleach kitchen spray.
Yeah.
Right there, and I spray all that shit.
I make sure I get it all. You know what I'm saying? You never know where them little droplets go, but yeah, that was just a question that I've always wanted to ask.
But
too.
it's always a back and forth, man. Motherfuckers be having discussions on if you should wash your legs in the shower because soap just runs down your body, and that's crazy.
If you should wash your legs.
You know that?
No, I've always heard that the big debate is a wash rag or bar soap.
That too.
Yeah, I've done both, but I've only done the bar soap thing as a kid. I don't think I could do it as an adult.
I did the bar soap as out of pure necessity one time because I hate to say it, but I was at my white friend's house and there were no wash rags. And it just really, I had to do the bar soap. And I remember looking in there. I remember getting a new bar soap out the thing, even though I wasn't supposed to, because the one in the shower had pubes on it. Yeah, man. Guess what happened to me?
You should have just bashed in the pubes.
No. No, it was 2 bars of soap in the bathroom when I was done. I opened a whole nother one. It was my white homeboy whose people had just came to some money and they had moved way out yonder at this big old house, but he's from my neighborhood. So I went out there, and I went to get in that motherfucking shower, boy. And yeah. Negative.
That's like you ever heard the extreme cheapskate horror stories?
The sharing the bath water and shit.
Sharing the bath water, the towel.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like
But I've been over like people's houses since then where they didn't have wash rags, and I use like a sock or something.
yeah.
Like I put
can
the
see
sock
that.
on my hand like a wash mitt.
Yeah, I can
Like
see
I'm about
that.
to wash a car, but I need the rag. I need the exfoliation
Yeah.
and the cleanliness of the rag.
And the abrasiveness.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm getting some of these sales off, not
That's
just
what
dirt.
that's what I'm
sales. Shit.
But if you get on YouTube or TikTok and all something like that, man, type in like the debate over whether you should wash,
Your legs.
man, and it's I hate to
Well,
say it,
that's like the
it's
debate.
a lot of white folks that say they don't wash their legs. But this is my thing, right? 'Cause they like the water just runs down. But this is my thing, right? If your car is dirty, right,
Yeah.
and we go out there right now, and I just take some soap and some water and spray it on it,
Yeah.
and then rinse it off, is your car gonna be clean?
Not thoroughly. It's gonna
There's still gonna be
dirty.
dirt there. You need to
Probably
rub
still-
the shit.
Probably still gonna be funky too.
You need to rub the shit.
But that's like the big debate on do you sit down or stand up to wipe?
To wipe your ass?
Yeah. It's a lot of people that you wouldn't think. They say they stand up to wipe their ass.
That seems like you bringing the chicks together. Like you making a mess.
You making a mud pie.
Yeah, you making a. Me personally, I get into my bed, but I whore bath every time I use the bathroom if I don't get into the shower. So I wipe sitting down,
Yeah.
and then I stand up, and I get the rag and soap,
And do what you
and I
do.
hit the hot spots real quick, just because one of my biggest fears is stinking.
Yeah.
It's
I know what
always
you mean.
it's been a fear of mine since I was a child.
Yeah.
Must,
Must.
butt funk,
Anything.
foul balls, like.
Anything.
Before I knew better, like I was a nigga with like pound of powder in my drawers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, nigga?
Until they said it caused testicular cancer.
Yeah.
Shower to shower. That's why that's why they disappeared.
What is it?
Shower to shower.
Mm-hmm.
That talcum powder.
Talcum powder, yeah. Nigga, I used to get out of the shower and I had a little routine. Nigga, I'd hold the bottle a little angle and squeeze it so I get the puff, the little mist, hit that motherfucker on the, yeah. I was an athlete, man. I played sports and shit,
we
man.
didn't do that. We just straight,
Yeah, I ain't.
to the butt.
Yeah, I ain't do all that.
Shit, fuck it.
I was just middle school days. I was sexually active, so I knew like when it was time to get it on, I could go in there real quick and get a rag and just hit some water and get that little mister powder off. That glauber powder, that shit had to come off in the shower.
Shit.
Yeah, that glauber powder had to come off in the shower.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Nah, shit.
I was a glauber powder nigga at first, and then I mastered the little art of the powder.
You walking around with Michael Jackson boxers.
Yeah.
You know how you had smoke, when you blow smoke, and blowing smoke out your boxers.
I tell you what ruined it for me too, but you know I wear black like all the time.
Yeah.
First time my black Levi's got all fucked up.
It was from powder.
Yeah. I said nope. Let me learn how to miss these motherfuckers. You learn how to hit it with the. What was we even talking about? We went on a really weird road there, didn't we?
It happens.
Let's talk about Lizzo.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about Lizzo before we go on.
The hypocrite of hypocrites.
Before we go on a break. Because I still got.
I asked one of mine out, so I didn't want to talk about the Satan.
Yeah, I only got 3 more currents. Let's run through them. And all of them is good. And one of them motherfuckers is Lizzo.
Let's get her out the way.
Her nasty ass. What part you talking about?
I'm talking about with her body shaming her dancers.
And making them.
Sexual harassments and shit.
Said she forced her dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during an Amsterdam trip.
Damn.
That's what I said, because it's been all.
I didn't know nothing about that.
First of all, let me preface this with these are all allegations.
Yeah. These are rumors.
And I've said it on here on numerous occasions. Whenever I wake up and there's a random onslaught of bullshit about a celebrity, I always wonder who the fuck did she piss off?
Or what's going on, and she's got to play that part.
Yeah, well, most of the time.
But most of the time, it's just they piss somebody off.
Because it's a smear campaign.
Right.
I told you my favorite example is I'm an avid watcher of the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
And one day that nigga came on that motherfucker and was like, listen, I'm in some business deals that ain't going the right way. I'm breaking ties with certain people who aren't happy about it. I'm almost 100% positive there will be some smear campaigns coming my way. I'm here to tell y'all whatever is going to be said is not true. I don't know what will be said, but they're going to find something. And 2 days later, it was all over the motherfucking place that this nigga was sitting in the crib jacking his dog off. And he was into bestiality.
Damn.
Yeah. And he was like, listen, man. He said, for all the motherfucking the fly-by-night fans and shit that believe that, he said, man, y'all do what y'all want to do. He said, but I'm talking to you niggas, the niggas that fuck with me. Bro, there's no way on God's green earth I would.
That's crazy.
He said, nigga, my dogs died 6 years ago. If this was a true...
They'd have been said it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But with that being said, just to get that out the way, because this could be 100% true. And if it is, it just made me a bigger not fan of Lizzo than I already haven't been. So no sweat off my brow. But apparently, Lizzo forced dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during an Amsterdam trip. Allegations in the bombshell lawsuit. 3 of Lizzo's former dancers are suing the Good as Hell performer as well as why are you doing that? For allegedly subjecting them to endure weight shaming,
Mm-hmm.
sexual sexual degrading behavior, and pursuing them to participate in disturbing sex shows. Plaintiffs Ariat Davis and Crystal Williams claim in a lawsuit filed Tuesday and obtained by Page Six that they were eventually fired, while the third plaintiff, Noel Rodriguez, resigned over Lizzo's stunning behavior.
Mm.
While on a concert trip with the Grammy Award winning artist in Amsterdam in February 2023, the plaintiffs claimed Lizzo invited them for a night out on the town, which ended in the city's red light district, which you know is fuck city.
Mm-hmm.
The area is known for its sex theaters, sex shops, and clubs and bars where nudity is on full display.
And weed and space cookies.
Yeah, the lawsuit states that things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from performers' vaginas,
What?
and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas.
Yeah.
It was basically shoving
Yeah.
bananas in and firing them out,
And dildos.
and dildos. It was some archery going on.
It was the Angina Williams
Yeah,
party.
it was a JJ archery show.
You know who Angina Williams is, right?
Mm.
House Party 3. The stripper that they got that was popping out.
Yep, probably the ping pong balls.
Yeah.
The suit also claims Lizzo allegedly pressured and goaded Davis into touching one of the new performer's breasts. The
Okay.
plaintiffs claim that just a month later, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Lizzo deceived them once again into attending a nude show, thereby robbing them of choices not to participate, the documents state.
Man, fuck Lizzo.
Yeah. I don't like big bitch. I never have. And I don't care nothing about y'all saying I'm body shaming and blah, 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 blah. Shut up. I don't like that big bitch. It's some big, I ain't got no problems with Queen Latifah.
Right.
I just don't like that big bitch.
Right. That's crazy.
There's some
but
other big bitches that I like a lot. Not like attractively, but I mean, like I like
I know
them.
what you mean. That's, she's something else.
Yeah. I ain't never caught the
They
right
could
vibe
they could
she
have went
was
without her in the movie Hustle.
I forgot she was in here.
See?
That was that was J Lo's movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
That was a
she
good
was in
movie,
there.
though.
I got that movie on DVD.
It's a good motherfucking
Yeah, on
movie.
Blu-ray. I don't even know where I can watch
They
it.
did without her though. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with her. Fuck her. And everything she stands for.
He's silly.
You ain't got no more currents?
Nah, I'm not gonna talk about
Okay. Well, I got a good one. I got a case of white on white racism,
ooh,
even though that's not a thing.
it is today.
It is today because we're going to talk about it. And it's in law enforcement.
Ooh, it's gonna be good.
Juicy. St. Louis lieutenant slapped city with racial discrimination lawsuit alleges he wasn't promoted to the police chief because he's white.
I understand the plight, my friend.
Do you though?
Not really.
Guess what color the man was that got promoted over him?
He was black.
He was white.
He was white.
That's why this is white on white racism.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Go
I'm-
ahead.
I'm
I
about
thought
to run it
I
through.
thought some bad shit was about to happen.
Nope.
Go ahead. Let's hear this.
Michael Sack is suing the city of St. Louis for racial discrimination, alleging that he was not promoted to police chief because he's white. He also claims that the city has a history of racial discrimination against department employees, both African American and Caucasian. According to something, Sachs is arguing that he was qualified for the position of police chief, but was passed up after Mayor Tisha O. Jones declared that she wanted to add more diversity to the city's police department. The lawsuit states that Lieutenant Sack and other white candidates were the finalists for the job when Mayor Jones announced that she was going to conduct a do-over of the national candidate search,
That does
stating, "I only had 2 white male contestants to choose from, and St. Louis is more diverse than two white males. Our police department is more diverse. After conducting another search, Sachs was one of the four finalists, two black men and one other white man. The lawsuit alleges that Mayor Jones intended to hire one of the black candidates, of one of whom withdrew his name from consideration, and the other declined the offer because the city could not get him a car he wanted. In addition,
Nigga. Niggas. You
so
gonna give me that charger?
so the mayor picked the other white candidate and passed over Mr. Michael Sachs.
I know why.
And now he's saying that it was because of racial discrimination.
Yeah, I know why. You know why.
He's a racist fuck.
No. The other dude had a better tan.
He's closer to black.
Yeah.
Closer to black.
He had more melanin
I'm with him.
content.
Yeah, more added melanin. I'm with you.
He was like, I gotta use sunscreen and shit. This motherfucker ain't gotta do shit. He's not white.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, but that was the white on white racism. He's suing because
That's crazy. They hired a white man.
yeah.
I wonder how far he's gonna get with that.
I hope not far, because that's really not how it works.
I
Now,
mean, unless the other guy's from Scotland and he's Irish.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
if she would have hired one of the black men, he might have had
He might have had something going.
but not when she hired that white man. That white man.
White man.
What?
Hey, he put the H before the W. He's serious. T-Rexy.
Ah, man.
One of these white
What?
officers.
I'm gonna run off my dun-to-dun of the week.
Okay.
My straight
Dumbass.
hand to chest. This nigga here. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Bask in that.
I went all the way back to Living Color.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Candyman.
Yeah. We're gonna run this off before we go on break.
All right.
This nigga is top tier idiot of the year. He's got idiot of the year for me so far.
Okay.
Somebody's got to do some cool shit to surpass this nigga.
All right.
Mississippi man sentenced to 40 years in prison for breaking out of prison just 2 months before completing his original 7-year sentence.
2 months.
The nigga did 6 years and 10 months.
He couldn't wait it. He said they let Fleece Johnson out. They gotta let him out too.
Shakendrick
He's a
Huffman.
warrior.
Shakendrick Huffman.
Shakendrick. Okay. I'm just making sure I heard it right.
Yeah. Let me spell it.
Nope.
I will. SHUNEKNDRICK.
Shunedrick?
Shakendrick.
Shunedrick? I don't fuck it.
Yeah. Huffman. 21. Pled guilty to 2 counts of kidnapping and was sentenced to 40 years in state prison. Huffman, who escaped from Central Mississippi Correctional Facility in August of 2022, had nearly completed a 7-year sentence for aggravated assault with the expected release date of December of that year, of 2022.
So damn, he went in when he was 14?
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. And he ran away, he escaped in August. He was going to be released in December. That's what we are right now. What, 4 more months?
Yeah. He couldn't wait it.
So, in December of that year, after Huffman fled the prison, where we at? After Huffman fled the prison, he broke into a nearby home and held 2 people at gunpoint for hours. Investigators said Huffman then stole a car from one of those held hostages. Stole a car from one of the people held hostage. and then crashed it and then fled on foot.
Damn.
He was later found hiding in a trash can and was captured 2 miles from the prison.
Everybody fuck around in trash cans on yours.
This nigga made it 2 miles.
That's it. He should have kept going.
This nigga made it 2 miles.
He should have kept on going. Why stop?
But now they just gave this nigga 40 years.
Yeah, he must have wanted it.
He had to have wanted it.
He's like, I'm about to get out.
He must have.
I can't get out.
And I need booty.
It's more important than water.
Booty.
That's fucked up.
That's the last of my currents, bro.
Shit, let's take this break. Hit these Florida men.
My knee hurting. I need a break. My goddamn knee hurting, nigga.
From all them evictions.
We back.
Yeah.
And it's time for
Florida man.
Florida mans.
I got 4 of them.
I only got 2.
You only got 2. I'll kick them off.
Okay.
Now, my first one is I'll be back. It's an intoxicated Florida man kicked out of a bar. He returned with a firearm and beat bar owner with his belt.
Damn. Not with the belt.
With the belt. It's in West Palm Beach, Florida. It says last weekend, a 37-year-old man was kicked out of a bar in West Palm Beach for being too intoxicated, but quickly returned wielding a firearm. The suspect, Fabio Llano Sanchez, was later arrested by Palm Beach Sheriff's Office deputies and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, 2 counts of aggravated battery with belt and battery. According to the records, he was released Wednesday with a $60,000 bond amount. It says when deputies arrived to the area on July 23rd around 2 a.m., the owner of the bar, 45-year-old Abhash Pradhan, identified Sanchez as a suspect when deputies detained him as he tried to leave Jarafa's Sports Grill, located off of Forest Hill Boulevard. It said the bar owner told deputies Sanchez was too drunk and harassing other customers. When the reportedly rowdy bar patron was told to leave, he left to his car but came back with the firearm. Sanchez pointed the weapon directly at Pradhan, stating, "I will shoot you."
Jesus.
The 37-year-old also allegedly threatened to shoot the bar security. Then Sanchez took off his belt and swung it at the 45-year-old bar owner, hitting him multiple times. A security guard began fighting with the suspect while Pradhan, fearing for his life, called 911. Said the guard, Luis La Rosa Chavez, told deputies when he demanded Sanchez to leave for being too drunk, the suspect responded by saying he'd kill him.
Jesus.
Pradhan had only had an injury to his finger from Sanchez's belt, and Chavez did not have any injuries. The suspect had scrapes and bruises on his face, and based on his mugshot. So he went in there to whoop ass and got his ass
He got
whooped.
his ass whooped. Yeah, he went there and got fucked up.
Kick ass, more like ass whoop.
Yeah. Alright. Florida man in Google Street View car
Glad I didn't do that one.
leads police on a 100-mile-per-hour chase.
Yeah.
Middletown. Hold on. Google Maps Street could be pursued after a Florida man who claimed to work for the mapping tech giant led Middletown police officers on a high-speed chase, all while a 360-degree camera was mounted on the roof of the car. Coleman Ferguson is currently being held in the Henry County Jail, where he faces 1 count of resisting law enforcement with a vehicle, a level 6 felony. According to the police department, the Google Maps Street View car was clocked driving past a high school in excess of 100 miles per hour
Damn.
on Monday evening. The posted speed limit on the thing was 55 miles per hour and 40 miles per hour when school zone lights were flashing. The officer said the Google car was passing several other vehicles while traveling westbound at a high rate of speed. As the vehicle passed officers noted the 360-degree camera mounted to the tall antenna on top of, noted the camera mounted to the tall antenna on top of the car.
Mm-hmm.
The officers gave chase and ended up catching up with Ferguson somewhere. Police said Ferguson was still driving at speeds well over 100 miles per hour while he passed several other vehicles and refused to pull over for police.
Damn.
Police said Ferguson turned the Google car south and east on due to a bridge being out. Ferguson then reportedly lost control of the Google car and drove through a yard before crashing into a creek and becoming stuck. After that, he was taken into custody. Ferguson told police officers he worked for Google and was scared to stop.
He worked for Google?
Yeah, that's what he told him.
He was scared to stop.
I'm scared to stop.
That's funny.
He goes in the Google Earth car, nigga. That motherfucker takes pictures of everything.
Like he really gonna get away.
Yeah, the whole shit was documented, nigga. We can just
Imagine
go on
pictures
Google.
that got 100 miles an hour when you go to look at it on the map.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah, type in the address and that motherfucker's like
Zoom. He didn't get shit.
Yeah. that was my.
Okay, I got this next one. So disrespectful.
Okay.
Florida man arrested after allegedly spitting on and attacking a woman with an infant in her arms.
Jesus Christ.
That's happening in Key West. A 33-year-old Florida man was arrested Sunday for attacking a woman holding an infant. Officials say, oh shit, Gianti Philando Alterner, I don't know what the fuck this is, was charged with battery, child abuse, and false imprisonment. The incident was reported on Maloney Avenue on Stock Island, Florida, at 7:30 a.m. It says according to this nigga look weird. According to a police department, the 34-year-old woman claimed Alterner spit on her and hit her in the face with his fist, feet, and child scooter, with 3 small children present at the time.
Jesus.
The woman also claimed he threatened to kill her if she were to report the incident to the police. No life-threatening injuries were reported. The Monroe County officials stated that the warrants were obtained for his arrest, and he was booked into the county jail on Saturday. He looked like a fucked up mystical.
I saw that picture. I saw that story. I saw that mugshot. He looked like you don't know who Fredo Bang is. He's a rapper. He looked like Fredo Bang and Mystical had a baby. It's not a good look. Mine is going out to just Florida.
All right.
These niggas is having a leprosy outbreak.
Yeah, I saw it. I was gonna do that one too, but I figured you picked that up and you did.
I ain't even know nothing about it.
Yeah, they better call for Jesus, bro.
I went seeking it because one of the young ladies that I talk to a lot in the gym, she's real cool. She's part of the alphabet community.
Okay.
But she's cool and a fan. I fucks with her. We talk whenever I bump into her, and I didn't realize she was from Florida. And she was intending on moving back, but she changed her plans because of
the leprosy outbreak.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like, the what? She's like, the leprosy outbreak. I was like, what? Yeah. So I got on my phone and found a story. I said, well, we're talking about that tonight.
Yeah, about Bible shit.
Yeah. Leprosy outbreak seems to be brewing in Florida, CDC says. Florida is experiencing a leprosy outbreak, leaving experts scrambling for answers. Of the 159 new cases reported in 2020, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention has confirmed that 81% of current leprosy cases are located in Central Florida. What makes this outbreak even more disturbing is the fact that the disease was once incredibly rare in the United States, Back in 2015, the uptick of leprosy cases in the states was blamed on armadillos, which were known to carry the disease.
Really?
However, the origins of the last outbreak are unclear. Typically, when typically when leprosy is seen in the U.S., it originates from countries known to be of infection
Mm-hmm.
intensely enough. 34% of patients that get the disease between 2015 and 2020 contracted the disease locally, according to the CDC statements. Leprosy is characterized by thick lesions on the skin. The disease is caused by the mitochondrial Libre bacteria, which strikes the nerves. This can cause numbness, enlarge nerves, and appear as painful lumps under the skin,
Mm.
nosebleeds, and nose congestion. If untreated, the condition can lead to blindness and disfigurement. Leprosy can be spread by direct contact with infected patients. However, the touching has to be prolonged to infect someone. Quickly shaking hands or hugging usually does not lead to transmission. Most people are believed to be immune to the illness, but leprosy can take time to show in patients. Therefore, early detection of symptoms can be significantly reduced the risk of severe complications from the disease. But
Mm.
yeah, they motherfuckers is down there fucked up on some biblical time shit
That's crazy.
in Florida.
Damn. Hmm.
All the Florida motherfuckers, man's is fucked up.
Yes, they are.
Man's in them.
I got two more. This one is I need a ride. It says man arrested for stealing truck because he needed a ride.
Okay, now.
Let's see. It says according to a Facebook post by the Port St. Lucie Police Department, around 10:30 p.m. at a bar in the Southwest Gatlin Port St. Lucie area. So things were getting a bit wild, the kind of wild where you might lose your car keys without even realizing it, and that's previously what happened to our protagonist, Mr. William Colin. It says he must have thought he struck gold when he saw those shiny keys just begging to be taken. It says with his skills on point or not, he snatched keys off the table and made a beeline for the exit. So he goes off, room on the joyride, whatever. It says as the police report goes, officers spotted him and the stolen pickup truck cruising down US 1.
Mm.
It says he says when the police asked him the big why question, expecting a mind blowing answer, he says that he stole the truck because he didn't have a ride home and he didn't want to call an Uber.
They said I'll steal some shit.
Because I mean, you gotta admire his dedication to not using rideshare apps, but come on, there's a difference between trying to be independent and just being being a motor vehicle kleptomaniac.
A motor vehicle kleptomaniac.
Let's see, I didn't know it was gonna be written like this, all weird. Let's see, yeah, that's it. Cause that's some weird shit. But they say, but for the love of all that's holy, don't resort to Grand Theft Auto as your plan A. And don't be an idiot like him. Stealing trucks isn't the answer to life's transportation problems. Let's see. That's I need a ride. Now this next one's a doozy. I call it fuck that chicken.
Yeah. Okay.
Police looking to identify a man suspected of brutally killing a chicken on Flagler. Says the New Smyrna Beach police are looking for an individual who was caught on camera last week allegedly brutally killing a chicken near Flagler Avenue. So the incident happened Tuesday, July 25th at around 12:30 a.m. near the Peanuts Restaurant and Sports Bar on 421 Flagler Ave. According to the police, the individual was captured on camera luring a chicken with food, then brutally killing the chicken then brutally killing the chicken by smashing it on the ground twice
Come here, chicken,
and then
chicken.
stomping on its head.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, police encourage anyone with information to call Sergeant Brian Morris. So just last month, another man was charged with felony animal cruelty after police found a dead puppy and 5 other dogs who appeared to be looking for food in a filthy house.
Mm. That's like the nigga we had the other week who was microwaving cats.
Exactly.
People are fucked up.
They are. It's a fucked up world, man.
Yeah.
But that's the end of Florida, man.
Alright, Florida. So it was fun.
And I didn't save the Henrietta Lacks for the melanated, but that's all I found this week.
I got one.
Okay, cool.
It's a cute one. 7-year-old girl makes history as the fastest kid in the nation, breaks junior Olympic record.
Where at?
She's from Dallas, Texas. She's
Okay.
in the Junior Olympics. Dakota White, the 7-year-old girl from Dallas, Texas, who is making history as the fastest child in the country. I don't have the official time, but she broke the previous Junior Olympic record that had been set for a while in some level of track and field. But she kicked ass.
That's what's up.
And now she is the fastest child in the world.
That's cool.
Yeah. She's medaled up. Like I said, Junior Olympics, she broke the Junior Olympics record, so it's a big dog record.
That is some big shit right there.
Dakota White.
Alrighty. Shout out to Dakota.
Shout out to Dakota. That was it for the Melanins.
Now we on to these horrible stinking motherfuckers.
Yeah, these funky motherfuckers here.
It's weekly fecals.
How many you got?
I got 3.
I got 2.
I'll let you, I'll go ahead.
Okay.
So this one I call it definitely wasn't all states' hands.
Alright.
3 child advocacy workers charged in connection with 15-month-old's death in Pennsylvania.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this happened in Adams County, Pennsylvania. It says 3 child advocacy workers in Pennsylvania were charged for allegedly failing to properly handle the case of a 15-month-old girl, which led to her death. Adams County District Attorney Brian Sennett shares details, blah, blah, blah. The child was born with difficulties, and Sennett said that the issues worsened under the care of her mother, Felicia Ellis. It says in 2020 of May, authorities said Iris was violently shaken by Ellis, causing skull fractures, clavicle fractures, and a retinal detachment. That's like something boxers go through.
Yeah.
And among other injuries.
You gotta hit them for the hard as hell and they hit to detach their retina.
Yeah.
That's like a boxer's injury.
Yeah. Sennett said Ellis admitted to officials that she committed the act because she was upset and wanted a few minutes to herself. It's always about that.
Yeah, just fuck your kid up. Huh?
They said now the district attorney is saying that the child's death could have been avoided with the help of 3 employees from Adams County Children and Youth Services who allegedly ignored all the warning signs leading up to Iris's murder.
They went out there and checked and didn't do nothing about it.
Stephen Murphy, a caseworker, Clarissa Kiesling, a supervisor who directly supervised Murphy, and Sherry DePasqua, an assistant administrator who directly supervised both Kiesling and Murphy. Sennett said multiple concerns expressed by the foster parents, service providers, and other individuals were ignored throughout Iris's life. The concerns include Ellis being abusive, unable to manage both children at the same time without assistance, and having limited cognitive functioning. So due to the 3 workers ignoring legitimate concerns, according to the documents, and due to the employees failing to inform the court about the concerns, all 3 individuals are being charged with 2 felony counts of endangering the welfare of a child and surrendered to police. As for Ellis, she is still behind bars where she is expected to remain for decades under the charge of 3rd-degree murder.
Good. That bitch under the jail. Under the jail. This nigga too.
Uh-oh.
Aspiring Las Vegas rapper who goes by the name Trap Montana was
That
arrested.
name sound familiar.
I know, right? was arrested after was arrested for beating, starving, and caging his own children.
Damn.
Las Vegas police entered the home of Montana, real name Travis Doss, and spoke with the children, one of whom was beaten so badly that Montana allegedly told the police he Montana allegedly told the police that he already believed the 11-year-old to be dead. Damn. Another child told police he was forced to share his scraps of food with his 5 siblings, who told police it had been days since they'd eaten.
Damn.
He kept saying that he was always hungry, and that's why he stole. And then he said, "It's food that's in the trash, so how is that even stealing?" And he kept saying that he needed big food because he was a big boy now, and that he would have to share one large fry from McDonald's with like 6 kids.
Oh shit.
Just that he was never really fed, and that's why he stole. The cop added. The aspiring rapper was indicted by a grand jury earlier this month on 40 charges, including child abuse. Body cam footage showed officers entering the tiny one-bedroom apartment where they found 6 kids from ages 2 to 11, along with 2 dogs. 2 of the children, the 11-year-old boy and his 9-year-old brother, were crouched inside of a padlock cage with the older boy's eyes swollen shut from being so badly beaten. He was also reportedly he had been starved. Trap Montana's girlfriend, Amanda Staper, was also arrested and charged with 7 counts of child abuse. She was allegedly a prostitute working under the rapper and served as the biological mother of the 2-year-old child. When asked why he tormented his children, Montana said he had no choice.
Had no choice.
Yeah,
You weak motherfucker.
that nigga needs to be.
How the fuck you a rapper chaining up and beating your kids?
Yeah,
Then go rap about how much money you got.
yeah.
Weird
They
nigga.
need to put that nigga under the jail.
Now they need a pinata that nigga.
Yeah,
Hang him up and let motherfuckers whoop his ass.
and then put him under the jail.
Hell yeah, he Chuck E. He make dope boy moves. Do him just like that pit bull. Hang him up, pow. Speaking of starvation and shit, I got something to say. Sit there and stay put. So it says a Cromwell man starved disabled woman for days,
Jesus Christ.
left her in a chair for at least a week. You know what that entails. So a businessman and a caregiver.
Sores, boo boo, and pee pee.
Yeah, probably fused. So,
Yeah.
a local businessman and caregiver who police say failed to help a disabled woman, neglected to feed her for several days, and leaving her in a chair for as long as 2 weeks, was arrested Monday.
Yeah, put that nigga somewhere special.
Stephen Donen, 66, was arraigned Tuesday of charges of negligent cruelty to persons, second-degree abuse, and second-degree reckless endangerment. A court spokesperson said he posted $50,000 bail and is scheduled to return to the state superior court in Middleton on August 18th. Dolan, the owner of a Hartford area business that provides computer-related products to governments, nonprofits, and political campaigns, could not be reached for comment on Tuesday afternoon. Says according to the warrant for his arrest, police believe it called July 27th from a dialysis center saying that a 61-year-old woman in Donan's care, his girlfriend, missed 6 consecutive appointments. Damn. The staff told police the woman's primary caregiver, Donan, was unwilling to call an ambulance to get the woman to dialysis treatment, claiming the ambulance ride wouldn't be covered by insurance. The staff assured Donuts that the ambulance ride would be covered. Then the woman that the woman needed an ambulance because of mobility problems. When the staff couldn't reach the victim herself, they called police. In a follow-up interview, staff members told police that Donan seemed to be deliberately ignoring the fact that the woman needed medical treatment. It says during my interview, they all expressed their concerns and even stated they have seen people die within 1 to 2 weeks without receiving treatment. This is from Officer Peter A. Whatever the fuck his last name is. It's weird. He went on. The officer went to the home Donnie shares with the woman on July 28th, and he walked in and he could immediately smell a strong foul odor.
A pee pee and boo boo.
Yeah, he saw gnats in the air and water on the kitchen floor. The woman was sitting in a reclining chair and was pale, lethargic, and appeared to be in severe need of medical attention.
Giving her dead.
Her eyes were sunken in, her feet were extremely swollen, and she was not wearing clothes. Oh, then he left her there naked.
God damn.
The woman was covered by a soiled blanket. She was not able to get to the bathroom, and she said she had been sitting in the chair for a week, maybe even 2. There were adult diapers in the house, but Donan appeared to have made no attempt to clean her up and help her to the bathroom.
This raggedy motherfucker.
Oh, shit, hold on.
This goddamn low life, boy.
Yeah, help her to the bathroom. It says the woman said she hadn't eaten since the previous Saturday, July 22nd. And then the sheriff called an ambulance. That's where they ended at. They ain't say no other charges except for what was at the beginning.
Man, that nigga's a low life, bro.
Yeah, all the way low
That
life.
nigga's a low life. This one's semi-local. Fort Wayne.
Uh-oh. Happened up there.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. Boy, 5 years old, high on cocaine.
Damn.
Fatally shoots his 16-month-old brother, who was high on marijuana, inside the Indiana home.
Hold up, 16 months? And he's smoking marijuana or eating?
He must have ate it. Prosecutors have filed neglect and drug charges against the parents of 16-month-old boy fatally shot by his 5-year-old brother after the older child found a handgun in their apartment. The charges against Deontay Jeremiah Jackson, 27, and Shatia Tierra Welsh, 24, of Lafayette were unsealed Tuesday following their arrest the day before in LaPorte. Isaiah, who died from a gunshot wound to the head, had marijuana in his blood, and his brother tested positive for cocaine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Scary and crazy.
Yeah.
Shit. I got this last one right here. This is Letters and Bullets. And you can probably relate to this one.
Okay, I'm listening.
It says, let me see. Okay, no room in civilized society for violent threats. Kentucky woman sentenced to 9 years in federal prison for sending letters with the N-word and bullets to neighbors.
Dirty nigger.
Kentucky woman will spend the next decade under the supervision of the American justice system after spray painting the N-word in her neighbor's driveway and sending them hateful letters. Suzanne Kraft, 55, from Louisville, has been sentenced to 9 years in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release after being charged by federal authorities. During a trial in March, Kraft was found guilty of 5 counts of mailing threatening communications. The jury determined that she targeted her neighbors because of their race. Says this sends a clear message regarding our commitment to ending hate-motivated violence and threats of violence, said Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark of the Justice Department Civil Rights Division. There is no room in civilized society for violent threats based on race. We hope that this result brings some measure of peace to victims who had to suffer through the defendant's terrifying threats of racial violence. According to the Louisville Courier Journal, cameras in front of Michaela and Connie Pineda's home showed her painting the N-word and a swastika in their driveway 3 times. She also sent them mail that contained violent and racial messages between November and December 2020. Says the anonymous letters had racial slurs and bullets in them. The couple's attorney, Vanessa Cantley, told the Courier Journal in 2020. That says she also threatened her child on a bicycle this past summer and threatened to run her over. The family has granted a no contact order against Kraft in July. Was granted. She was previously charged by the state with criminal mischief and harassing communications. She was found guilty of contempt of court twice since then for violating the order. The Courier Journal reports she spent a week in jail and another on house arrest.
She's
Something else.
she's a maniac.
She's a maniac. Maniac. She said, fuck that, I'm gonna paint this shit in your driveway, and I don't give a damn how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Now what you gonna do about it, nigga?
They sent her ass to jail. She
Yeah.
gonna come out a full blown Aryan.
Hell yeah. Now she gonna be a wood.
Yeah, wood. Yeah. Yeah, she gonna be a
She
wood.
could be a wood. And they won't accept her. She wasn't all the way blonde.
Oh shit.
It looked natural too.
Shit. Shit, I think that's it, ain't it, brother?
Yeah, that's it, man. We brought another one for y'all listening and viewing pleasures.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? Excuse me for the rant earlier, but I had to get that off my
man.
motherfucking
Go ahead
chest.
and go ahead and let it go. This is it for.
Hell yeah.
Man, but we out of here.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
I got an early morning. I gotta get all these motherfucking
Hey, I understand.
kids
I
to
gotta get
school.
up my damn self and watch out for the circle of evictions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stay away from that.
All right, y'all have a good one now.
Don't listen to what this nigga said. Peace, peace.